Good afternoon. I'm LaShonda McEwen.
And I'm Michael Pagano.
We're here with a sizzling summer news break from Richland College News. Students may think taking on debt is the only option when going to college. As tuition rates steadily rise, students can be overwhelmed. However, most colleges offer resources to help plan for the future. According to Richland Financial Aid Department, there are multiple ways to prevent racking up debt. Saving money, small contributions each month add up. Borrow wisely, use financial aid instead of student loans. And finally, look for free money. Apply to scholarships and grants because we can all use the free money. I know I can.
Warmer weather is coming to Dallas, and along with it, the Zika virus. Texas Health and Human Services have reported 2 cases of Zika virus in Texas this year, with 55 reported in 2017. Primarily spread through mosquito bites, there is not a vaccine or treatment for the virus. To avoid infection, residents are recommended to prevent mosquito breeding and protect against bites. Citizens of Dallas County should be tested for the virus if they show 3 or more symptoms, such as fever, rash, headache, muscle or joint pains, and red eyes. I knew I disliked mosquitoes for a reason.
Me too. I can't stand them. Now we'll go to Kendall in Garland. Good afternoon, Kendall.
Good afternoon, LaShonda. I'm here at the Garland Animal Shelter, and today we're going to be taking a deeper investigation into its practices. The Garland Animal Shelter has recently gotten some negative attention. It all started with a story of a dog named Newman and his new owner, Megan Sherman.
On the way out, I turn around, I see him. He's laying in infection. I mean, there's blood on the floor. It looks like there's a melon-sized infection.
Time after time after time, people spoke about something not on the official agenda, the Garland Shelter, including Garland Possibilities member Charlotte Weiss.
You know, we worked with the shelter, not against them. There are problems. How can you have 10,000 animals dumped at your doorstep in a year's time and there not be problems? It's more important to look at how citizens can help as opposed to criticize for one situation or another.
This shelter received backlash for using carbon monoxide to euthanize its animals. Now, 9 years later, the same shelter is under review for its practices.
Right now, there's nothing at the shelter that holds the staff accountable. They feed them once a day, and if you go to the shelter, you'll see that that's probably not the case either.
Because this issue wasn't on the agenda, the council could only listen to the complaints, not answer any questions. This is Kendall Hoagland and Garland for Richland College News.
Kendall, that was so great, and thank you for that.
Summer is just around the corner, which means it's time to see what Dallas has to offer. There will be a variety of events for culture, art, and entertainment. If you want to try something new and exciting, check out any of these events: A-Con, A-Fest, North Texas Comic Show, Foam in Wonderland, QuakeCon, and many more.
Speaking of fun things to do this summer, we'll take it to Jose in Waxahachie, Texas.
Here at Scarborough Fair, it's a beautiful day. There's so much to do. The festival is open till the end of May, and I just want to say, let the festival commence. The Scarborough Fair is an annual festival about the Renaissance period to allow patrons to experience and participate in the fantasies of medieval times.
This fair is the one closest to Dallas out of 3 fairs. A lot of people are from Dallas and this is their home show. This is where they get to be us, you know, love the Renaissance Fair. We're all a bunch of Ren Fair Renaissance nerds. We love fairies and fantasy.
This fair is one of the largest, oldest, and most authentic festivals as it attracts 250,000 attendees annually in April and May.
We have some of the really best food. There's the fish and chips booth, which has amazing fish and chips. There's lots of shows and stuff. We have several stages all around. We have sword fighting that happens right over here. The jousting is real jousting. They train very hard and they actually do it all year round where they train and practice.
Over 200 performers, entertainers, and artists show up aiming to impress their court with their talents and apparel.
I believe everybody should be here. Everybody should take the time, at least even off school sometimes, to come check out the Renaissance Festival. We try to make it as era appropriate as possible. I think it's a good experience for everybody. It shows that there was times way before we had technology or anything like that, and you can still have fun without electronics. Just kind of takes you out of our world, like of our today world, and puts you here.
This is Jose Galvan reporting for Richland College News.
Thank you, Jose. That looked like so much fun, and I hope they set you free. Now let's go to Michael for the weather update.
Tornado Alley is falling behind this year. The National Weather Service reported 259 tornadoes as of April 22nd, compared to the national average of 402. Dallas County, located at the southern edge of Tornado Alley, has experienced 1 tornado this year. However, the local Homeland Security and Emergency Management Department still recommends residents be prepared. According to the National Weather Service, the highest number of tornadoes are recorded during April and May. Now let's kick it to LaShonda with sports.
Yes, and I love sports. So this summer, the Adult Co-ed Kickball League is the new Sunday Fun Day. Near Markenberg and SMU Boulevard, the competitors wait patiently to compete, and each game has a memorable meaning.
I think every time I catch the ball, it's pretty memorable because I can't catch. And then, of course, every time we win our games.
Adults from all over the Metroplex have joined the Kickball League, as some sprint towards home base and others can't seem to catch the ball. It's all a part of the summer fun.
Let's take you back to a simpler time. An old game is being revived in Farmers Branch, vintage baseball, a sport that requires players to use 1860s rules and customs.
It's a lot different rules from the modern baseball, where you don't play with gloves. You can catch a ball on a bounce and it still counts as an out. You use a table leg as a bat.
This summer, the historical park will hold vintage baseball practices and games. Teams come from all over to play the Farmers Branch Mustangs. It's a friendly game to commemorate an old tradition.
Cyclists are gearing up for a bicycle rally happening May 5th. Which could be the most challenging ride of them all. Bike MS is a 163-mile ride dedicated to fundraising for the National Multiple Sclerosis Society. Riders will spend 2 days biking from Frisco to Fort Worth in an effort to push MS research forward.
The Canadian geese have returned to Richland College. For the past 8 years, these birds have made campus their seasonal home. Wildlife is an important addition to the Richland College experience. However, not all the creatures are easy to get along with. The Canadian geese become aggressive when they feel the need to protect their nest. Students are warned to use caution. Even though the geese are threatening, these animals are beautiful to watch from afar.
That's the summer news break for now. I'm LaShonda McEwen.
And I'm Michael Pagano. Let's make the summer a great one.
Have fun, you guys.